Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I feel like it's been a really long time since I've sat down and spoken about absolutely anything. It's honestly probably just been like a couple weeks. The topic for this week is my pet peeves. So I genuinely feel like I have different pet peeves than a lot of people, which is why I'm going to be talking about them today, so I can represent the minority of people out here who get pissed off at the things that actually make no sense. So without further ado, let's get started. So my first pet peeve is being treated badly because of something I did, but I didn't even do it. All of this essentially comes back to this one time that I was at Mod Pizza. So I was giving the employee my order. You know, Mod is just like this big line, kind of like Subway style, where you just go and you say, hey, I want this, 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 and this. And so we were going across the line and whatever, and as you know, I am a dairy-free human being, and so usually at the beginning of the line, whenever they're like cheese, I have to say, oh, can I please get the dairy-free cheese? But the thing is, the dairy-free cheese is at the end of the line, so that already causes problems. So then they have to be like, oh, okay, and then like write it on the paper, but the thing is, some people don't read the paper, so then yeah. So then I'm going down the line, and then I get handed off to a different employee, and this employee's like, would you like any meats? And I'm like, yeah, could I please have some pepperoni? And then he's like, would you like any more meats? And I was like, no thank you, because now I wanted to move on to like the veggie section so I could get like the rest of the stuff that I wanted on my pizza, but he just said any more meats. So then I was like, no more meats. But then he took my pizza away without the dairy-free cheese and without offering me any veggies on my pizza. And so then I had to awkwardly be like,
sir, yeah, can you please bring my pizza back? I wanted to add a couple more things.
And then this employee comes back with just like the most annoyed face, and I would understand why he would be annoyed if there was like a rush or something going on in the store, but it was like just me and like the people I was there with, and he's so annoyed. He's like, what do you want? And I'm like, can I get and I tell him what I want. I wanted like pineapple, and I wanted like broccoli and spinach and something like that, and he was not having it. And then at the end, after all that, I was like, can I also please get the dairy-free cheese? And you probably can already guess that he was not happy with me. So once he brought my pizza back and started putting all the stuff I wanted on it, he literally didn't talk to me at all. He wasn't like, oh, would you like anything else? He wasn't like, oh, is this fine? Would you like anything from this section? Would you like anything from this section? And to this day, that has bothered the crap out of my brain, because
I feel like I did nothing wrong because he didn't offer me any veggies or anything else from the rest of the line. He only asked me if I wanted any more meats and didn't even care to read the paper. So
that was pet peeve number one. Pet peeve number two: parents at restaurants. Now this isn't necessarily just parents at restaurants, but it's people who get mad when they're difficult and then don't get what they want. So like, for example, my parents will pull one of these. Oh, hi, can I please get the chicken parm? And then the chicken parm arrives. Wait, why does it have chicken? I don't understand why, if something's either in the description or the title of the food, why you would be confused if it came with the food if you didn't ask for it to be removed. Like, if you don't take the time to read what comes in a plate, I feel like you deserve whatever comes and gets served to you, you know? Like, they give you like 15 minutes or however long time you need to look at the menu to know what you want, and then for you to be like,
wow, I had no idea that this was gonna bring cheese. Like, wow, Parmesan on a chicken parm.
Or here's another one. One time my mom asked for a regular bowl of spaghetti and marinara sauce, except she didn't just ask for a bowl of spaghetti and marinara sauce. She was like, hi, can I please get the spaghetti with marinara sauce, but can I get the whole wheat spaghetti, and can I get a chicken breast added to the spaghetti, and then can I additionally split that plate into 2 plates and then get an additional chicken breast on that plate? And the server in a full restaurant that's packed with a ton of people was like, of course you can, and tried his best to, you know, kind of like get my mom what he wanted. But honestly, like, that's a freaking confusing order. And so then whenever the waiter came back and he came with 2 separate orders of spaghetti with marinara sauce, my mom was like, you know, I thought I was really clear. Like, I don't know. Some things are just a little bit too difficult. Here's my third pet peeve that I feel like not everybody has. This is genuinely just something that, like, every time I hear somebody talk about something, then it's like, I want to exaggerate it a little bit though, just so that it makes more sense. Alright, so here we go. My third biggest pet peeve is the eye complex. Some people genuinely believe and think that they are just like magical or special because something normal happens to them. I'll be talking to someone and they'll be like, you know, every time I go to the gym, I just get so sore. Like, I just have no idea what's actually wrong with me. I don't know why. I'm just so sore. Like, there has to be something wrong with me. Like, I just get so sore whenever I just go to the gym. And me in my head, I'm like, wow, that's so valid. Like, yes, totally right. Wow, I'm so sorry you get so sore. And wow, you go to the gym so much. But then, like, the other part of me, like the little red flag that goes up is like, do you not understand that, like, it's not just you who gets sore when you go to the gym? Like, anybody who would go to the gym for that amount of time would be really sore. Even people go to the gym for less amount of time and still get sore. Yet here you are being like, there's something wrong with me. I don't know why I just get so sore. I don't know. Here's another one. Oh my gosh, yesterday I bumped myself into the table at my house and like now I have a bruise, but like I don't even know why I have a bruise. Like, I don't understand why this always happens to me. Like, every time I bump into a table, I get a bruise. Like, I bump myself so hard and then I get a bruise and I just don't understand why. And it's like, Sally, if anyone bumps into a table, they'll get a bruise. One more. Oh my gosh, it's so sunny outside today. Oh my gosh, watch this. Like, I'm gonna sweat. Like, every time that it's sunny, like, I actually sweat. Like, watch. Like, I'm gonna sweat. Like, you'll see. And I'm sitting there like, yeah? So that's another pet peeve. My fourth pet peeve is something that has bothered me since I was, like, in elementary school. And that is knuckle cracking. Ever since I was in elementary school, people would always be cracking their knuckles and I would always be like,
hey, I really don't like the sound of that. Is it okay if you just, you know, while I'm standing here next to you, just not crack your knuckles?
And because everybody in elementary school is actual buttholes who just want to, you know, mess with you and be super rude, people would be like, and like do it in my face and like crack their knuckles in my ears, and I would literally cry. And now I have like honest like trauma, so I actually hate when people crack their knuckles, because not only do I hate the sound, but the fact that people would like purposefully be like so like, if you're ever in front of me, you can crack your knuckles to like piss me off and hurt my feelings, but like, I just hate it so much. It literally makes me want to cry. Okay, but yeah, my fifth pet peeve is something that I'm not entirely sure is even like valid, because I don't know, I have to talk to a philosophy professor or something about this, because I just don't know if this is like even valid or not. I don't know much about like society and like what it's supposed to be or anything like that, so maybe this is invalid, I'm not sure. But this is what it is. Let's say you're at school and you're walking down the hallway and then you see somebody who you've known since, like, let's say elementary school. They were your old neighbor, you used to go over to their house and play all the time, and then like you look at them and you're like, and you want to like wave or something and like just say hello and like acknowledge their presence because you've literally known them for so long, like for your entire life, and they literally just, or even worse, you guys, I cannot deal with negligence at all. Like, at all. If I freaking know you, I'm either gonna smile at you, I'm gonna make eye contact and like wave at you, I'm gonna like acknowledge that you I'm gonna acknowledge that you actually exist, because that's what you deserve as a freaking human being. At least in my brain, like, I just see like, oh, if I know you, like, obviously I'm gonna be nice to you. But for some people, it is just so hard for them to say, oh my gosh, yeah, like, I know this person, but I'm just not gonna say hi to them, I'm just not gonna look at them, I'm gonna pretend like they don't exist. What good are you getting out of that? What good could you possibly be getting out of pretending like somebody else either doesn't exist or like just isn't important enough for you to go say? Like, what is possibly more advantageous? Like, is that person actually such an a-hole that you don't want to go talk to them, or even just acknowledge that they exist? Like, literally, like, all you can give them is this. I just think if somebody is like kind and nice enough to even acknowledge that you exist, you kind of owe them the same. And I truly only feel that because I've physically, not only like that has not only happened to me, but I've been in situations where a friend is saying hi to somebody else and that other person is like completely like looks at them and like just doesn't want to look at the other person. And people can have beef and whatever, but like if you don't have any sort of like past clashes, like I just don't understand what the deal is with just acknowledging that somebody else exists. Maybe it's just the culture here, like I'm not actually sure. Like for me, like that's just not heard of, or like it doesn't sound okay. Because I know that one time I was in class and a student was like talking about their past experience living in New York, and they were talking about how whenever you're there, you literally just like have to look at your own way, and like you can't look at anybody else because like I don't know, it's just like how the culture is over there. Everybody's just kind of like yeah. This happens like in other ways that aren't just like, you know, acknowledging that somebody else is there and like by looking at them and smiling at them and waving. I'm also talking about like whenever two people are walking and then like one person is just like looking past the other person, and it's literally like just one line of walking. So then like this person either has to go side to side to like avoid this person who is literally like not making any sort of effort, not giving an actual care in the world, and so like then this person has to move, or literally like y'all are just gonna clash. Like what good does that do humanity? What good are you getting out of like somebody having to move out of their way for you? Does it make you happy to know that like you are available to walk in that straight line? Because at the end of the day, like aren't we all here to help each other out? Like isn't humanity about society? Like wouldn't, without this person being alive, wouldn't you literally have nobody to like show you how powerful you are? Wouldn't you have literally nothing to compare yourself? Nobody would have to step out of your way. You would literally feel like nothing. Just saying. And then here's a third one that actually happens to me all the time in class, and it has happened to me probably for like, this started happening to me probably like sophomore year of high school. Before that it wasn't really as big a deal, but like now it definitely is. And that is, I will literally be in a classroom with a professor or with a teacher or whatever, and they'll be like, any questions? And I'll be like, you know, like I have a question, and the professor will just be like, great, moving forward. Like, the negligence. I can't just acknowledge that I'm a body and that I'm here and that I have a question, that I just want you to do your job. Oh my gosh, so difficult. Ultimately, I might just have a problem with like negligence because I kind of am invisible. Not that sure. I don't think I have like the most invisible aura, like for the most part whenever I'm out, unless I'm not feeling that good. I'm literally like, I'm here to smile, I'm here to make your day better. So I literally don't know why I struggle so much with people just not seeing me. And so like sometimes whenever one of these like little quarrels will happen to me and I get like so annoyed at humanity for being so negligible, I will literally be like, from now on you're going to just be the baddest out here, and you're just going to do what you want, and you are not going to move out of the way for anybody. You are going to be strong, and you're going to have a strong presence, you're going to be confident, and people are going to have to move out of the way for you. But then I tell myself, nah girl, that's not me. I don't see much benefit in having control over other people or making other people do things for me. I would rather do stuff for other people because that's what I feel like we're all meant to do. And if I go against what I think we're all meant to do, then that'd be me being a hypocrite, and I don't believe in that. So that was the video for today. Kind of random, kind of absolutely not that great, but at least I got to share my pet peeves with you guys. Definitely comment down below some of your pet peeves if you want to. Like this video, subscribe, and in case this is the last time that we ever see each other, it was a pleasure meeting you. I'm so glad that I got to share my pet peeves with you, and that you got to see the things that piss me off. In case you ever see me in person, you can literally just be like or you can be like and then I'll cry. No, it's fine. Okay, that's it for this week's video. I love you guys so much. Have a beautiful rest of your week. Bye.